Hey everybody, this is Peter here with the McKernan Group. I want to talk about Prop 19. So all the Californians, listen up. So Prop 19 is something that happened. They really wrote the law, or they wrote it into the last election and the last props that were changed back in November of 2020. And how they wrote it basically kind of put it in the position that we didn't want it to pass. Ultimately it did pass. So back on February 15th from today, was only 3 days ago. What did it change? Prop 19 basically changed how much your property, so if you own a property and you're an older individual and you want to give it to one of your kids, well now after February 15th, when you give it to your kids, that transition from the property tax, it used to stay the same. Well, now it's changed, it's gone up. So if I am 65 and I want to give it to a kid, one of my kids, my daughter, my son, and I'm going to hand it off to them. I used to be able to hand it off at a tax rate, let's just say, of $2,500 a year because I bought it back in 1982. Well, now, even though I bought it in 82, when I transfer it to them, that actual property tax is going to be higher. It's going to be what the property tax is at that current market value of the home. So how does that affect everybody that's involved? Well, now those people are going to want to sell, and when ultimately you get something inherited, you think that it's going to be cheaper and it's going to be in a good position for you. It's going to be tougher to do that because you're not going to be able to do it that efficiently and effectively at that price with how high the taxes are here in California. So you want to make sure that you get with a tax professional and you also get with a real estate agent to see, and also a lender, to see if this is even something that you would want to entertain as, for one, the person that's going to inherit it, and two, depending on how many properties you have and how much it's going to cost to give away to your kids. So just make sure you're doing all your due diligence up front. Prop 19 is something that we wish didn't pass the way it did. However, at the end of the day, it did. So just be cognizant, make sure that you know exactly how to do it. And then on a second note, if you're gonna not give those properties to, or allow your kids to inherit those properties, maybe think about doing a tax deferred exchange, so a 1031 exchange, and see if that could basically benefit you for the time being, and see if you can ultimately give that to your kids in a 1031 exchange and they can keep that property for the time being. So just make sure you work with a tax professional that knows all this information and can provide it to you, and make sure that you do your due diligence as well. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions or any comments, please leave a comment below, and then also subscribe to the channel. Thanks.